On number 15, we want to find the distance between these 2 points using the distance formula. Now this is a little bit more challenging because these are unsimplified square roots, which makes the algebra a little bit messier. So what I'm going to start by doing is I'm actually going to simplify these square roots to make it just a little bit easier. Square root of 3 we can't simplify, but square root of 8 is 2 root 2, since you can pull out a square root of 4. Square root of 12, I can also pull out a square root of 4 is 2 root 3. And square root of 27, I can pull out a square root of 9 is 3 root 3. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and plug this in our distance formula. x1, y1, x2, y2. The distance is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared, 2 root 3 minus root 3 squared, plus y2 minus y1 squared, 3 root 3 minus 2 root 2 squared. Now we can simplify a little bit in the first one. 2 root 3 minus 1 root 3 is just root 3 squared. For the second one, those are not like terms. Root 3 and root 2 are different, so we have to combine those a different way. Keep in mind when you square, you cannot distribute the squared if there's a plus or minus between. You can't distribute the squared if there's a plus or minus in between. Instead, we keep in mind that when you square something, you're multiplying it by itself. So we're going to FOIL here instead. Square root of 3 squared is just 3. And we FOIL. First, outside, inside, last. Excuse me. So 3 root 3 times 3 root 3 is 9 times root 3 squared, minus 6 times root 6, because 3 times 2 is 6, minus 6 times root 6. You can multiply the things under the root together, the things outside the root together, plus 2 times 2 is 4 times root 2 squared. So that's just me FOILing that all out. Now let's simplify it a little bit. Root 3 squared is just 3, so this is 3 plus 9 times 3. This would be minus 12 root 6. This would be 4 times 2, because root 2 squared is 2. So this is going to be 38 altogether, minus 12 root 6. And so although the answer looks a little strange, that's okay. To have a square root under a square root, that's allowed. So that's our answer. Just keep in mind when you distribute that squared, you can't distribute it through the parentheses. You have to FOIL instead.